can see right now, without LeBron, Lakers are struggling.
Let me tell you about a team I hate, all right? I know the Dallas Cowboy fan is here, so I had to make sure he knew how much I hate this team.
I'm ready.
I've often said that the people who run baseball, they try very hard to ruin it.
I'm from Brooklyn. I don't have a problem saying it to his face. Oh, I'm from Brooklyn. Hey, get us any.
Hell, we're back again. Wow, it feels like time flies when we do
It
this
does.
show.
It's already the end of July already.
Jesus, God. Well, we're back in the New York groove, like Ace Frehley's song. It's me, of course, Sal, with Big C, Matty Ice, the Iceman Comet, and, of course, Ming is back from the Comic-Con in San Diego.
How you doing, Ming?
I'm doing great, guys. How are you?
I'm doing good.
You're going to spill the beans on some Marvel stuff, huh?
What you know is what I know. Kang Saga, Secret Wars. It was fun.
Great.
Now, I know Carl's got a big announcement, but I just want to say Christian did a phenomenal job producing the Outback Show, so I got to give him a lot of credit for that.
Yes, thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, thank you, Ming, for setting up everything. Thank you, Christian, to producing the Outback Show, and he did a great job despite the conditions. He did leave a couple of things there, but it's all good because I brought it back.
Thank you very much. I need that microphone that he left.
No, exactly. You wouldn't be able to have 4 people without it.
I appreciate that. Appreciate it. Thank you, Matty.
Matty was going to eBay that.
Use Mike from the Talking Baseball Outback shows ×2.
Yeah.
Oh, I probably would have auctioned that. I did a pretty good job auctioning stuff away. But Carl, I know you, in respect to Carl, I know you have a big announcement or something that you want to say. So the floor is yours.
Go for it.
All right, so I want to congratulate my cousin and my godson's 15-year-old baseball team, the All-Stars from Hamilton, Northern Burlington, which is in Mercer County. They won the 15-year-old Middle Atlantic Regional Championship this past weekend in Altoona, PA. So with that, they are now going to the 15-year-old World Series, which is going to be held in Virginia in 2 weeks, starting tomorrow. So they'll be playing on August 11th.
Wow.
So that's great. 15 years old, a team from Mercer County, and about 45 minutes away from here, going to the World Series for 15 years old. That's great.
So it's a Little League. So it's not the Little League World Series, but it's a World Series.
Yeah,
in
it's
some
World
age group.
Series. It's World Series for Babe Ruth baseball.
Nice, and this is in the Commonwealth of Virginia. You said yes.
Yeah, they're going to Virginia. Yes.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah. So my cousin is the pitching coach for the team, and my godson pitches, and he also plays other positions on the field.
Nice. That's awesome, Carl. That's awesome.
That's great. It's unbelievable. That's great.
Yeah.
Hopefully, they represent themselves pretty good for the league, and they have a good showing. And let's win the whole thing. If not, do the best they can. That's all that matters.
Yeah, put up a good showing.
Yep.
That's all that matters. Represent yourself really well.
It's not easy getting to those things. I only remember my high school's World Series. They always played Tottenville Lafayette, Yankee Stadium. Tottenville always won because they always had a great team no matter what. Ding ding, what year it is. So got a lot of little bazooka going on here. You remember those things?
Yes, 5 cents.
What about
5
the
cents?
Look at this. Yeah, look at this.
Bazooka, Bazooka Joe.
You remember that Big League Chew stuff? Look at this.
Yep. And they had a little comic in it.
Big League Chew is like their version of tobacco.
Yes. Oh, and also it feels good to be back after 2 week hiatus with softball and work late last week. So
Yeah,
it's
that's
actually,
right.
It's actually good to be back in studio.
Yeah, that's right. It's been a while.
And let's
since
say hello to man K-Wall. If you want to watch K-Wall right now, all you got to do is go on the CBS Sports Network on your cable, as he's doing Maggie and Perloff right now. He's producing out of the CBS Sports Network and WFAN.
Yep.
So a big shout out to K-Wall. Mm-hmm. Let's go Mets.
Let's go Mets twice by CJ.
You want to know something?
Oh, no.
It's like they won the World Series yesterday. That's their World Series.
Well, according to fans, from what you saw on social media, that was what it was like.
Matt, are you okay?
Matt, you all right today, man? I thought I had to get out of bed last night.
All right. I'm gonna spill the beans of what exactly happened. So I was
out the window.
I almost went ballistic last night because when you pinch hit for IKF, you gotta put in a good hitter. Joey Gallo, on the other hand, when you pinch it,
How is this man still in baseball?
I don't even know, man.
He should be in the minors.
Minors, he should be cut.
Cut. They're looking to trade him. Get Benintendi here already.
Well, listen, I went ballistic in the group chat. I went off. I was rightfully upset over a baseball game. I don't know why. They say there's no crying in baseball, but yet you can complain.
Now, let me ask you guys a question.
Yeah.
Especially you, Matt, because you watch a lot of the Yankees like I do.
Uh-huh.
And we'll get the Carls Phillies in a minute.
Yeah.
Is it me? Is Aaron Boone the last couple of series has opened the wrong door to a lot of decisions?
His decision-making has been horrific the last couple of series that he's pitched, that he's made. The decisions that he's made has been very questionable. Last night was the ultimate derp decision.
Yeah, it's like, why bother going to Citi Field tonight? Domingo Germán, who got lit up in his first start back. You could pitch great in AA, AAA when you're rehabbing, but now you're coming back to the majors. It's not the same.
No.
And you're going against Mad Max tonight, who's dominated the Yankees even when he was with Detroit.
Right.
So, guys change. Look at Verlander for us. Let's.
He never changes.
This man had Tommy John surgery.
Mm-hmm.
This man is throwing gas. He is on target. Who actually might win the Cy Young this year?
I think he will.
He might. He's up
And
there.
the Yankees used to get to this guy when he was with Detroit. Yankees always had his number, but now you're coming back. You're a different pitcher, and let me tell you, it's a different game, like I said. Now, look what's going on in the American League East. The Boston Red Sox are in last place.
Mm-hmm.
Who ever thought that team would be in last? Now, Baltimore is even ahead of them.
Got to give it up to them, though. Got to give it up to them.
You give them props. Like they really have played
That's
some really
why
good baseball.
This is a great game. I'm not just a Yankee fan. I love the sport. This is what I'm talking about. Teams that don't have to spend all that money to get where they got to go. And Baltimore is an example.
And Seattle is an example, too.
Seattle is another example. Even though they got swept by Houston, they had a 14-game win streak. Houston sweeps them, and they're right back on the win pace again.
Yeah, exactly. This is what, and I agree with you. Like, even though I'm this close to denouncing my Yankee fandom, the sport of baseball has its perks, and the fact that low market teams are using homegrown talent, like Adley Rutschman, for instance, from Baltimore, has been playing really, really well. The pitching from Baltimore has been playing really well.
Right.
Seattle has come out of nowhere, out of thin air, and they almost made the postseason last year. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. It's all about timely hitting. What did I say on the show once? You can have a great lineup, 1 through 9, to hit 25 home runs plus through 1 through 9. Each guy in that lineup.
Right.
But if you don't have the pitching, the starting pitching,
you don't do
your
nothing.
middle relief,
You can't do anything.
and your closer, what does it mean? Absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
So like last night, Judge, boom.
Rizzo,
boom. Like you said, Matty, if you can't get a hit with guys on base. Now, the Yankees started the season, I think, 7-6 or 6-7.
So,
Right, April?
7 and 6 after Easter. Yeah.
Now, what are we, 10-11 now? In
They're
the second half?
they're 10 and 11 in the month of July.
Okay. All right, you're going to hit a skid, but watch out. Here comes Toronto again, who won 7 straight and are only 11 and a half behind.
And here come the Dodgers, who are only a half game back of the Yankees because they're going to win against the Washington Nationals today for the best record in baseball.
Like I said, I don't mind the second seed right now. Let Houston have their fun. I don't want to face them. I'll be honest with you.
Here's what you guys.
The Yankees are 60, whatever, with 30-something games. But right now, the hot team, there's a lot of hot teams out there, and the Yankees aren't one of them. It's definitely, Houston is right now the measuring stick if you're going to get to the World Series.
Where's Soto going? We're going to talk about that later, John.
So here's what you guys got to worry about. Okay, you know you're going to make the playoffs. Okay.
Yeah.
You just want
And you're out in the first round.
You just want nobody getting hurt. Just do what you got to do. Get everybody healthy. Go to the playoffs. Then when October starts, then you want to go off the wagon. After they're out, then you go all in. But until then, you just coast for the ride. You know they're going to make it.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be.
Are you sure about that?
They're in. They're not missing the playoffs.
Who?
The Yankees.
They're in.
Oh, they're in, but look what happened last year. They tiptoed their way in.
No, they'll be either one or two. They're not going to. I don't think they'll make a lot.
You want to be up
Sal is
right now.
right
The
about
Yankees,
one thing. The Yankees did tiptoe in last year.
Yankees are going to be in the second. They're going to be the second seed. They're going to lose out on the top.
Yeah.
So I mean, 6 and 7's in Houston if you don't get bounced in first round.
Yeah.
Well, the first round they would have to play the winner of
the
Toronto, Minnesota.
Yeah.
If it ended right now,
if it ended right now, the Yankees would still be the 1 seed because the Astros for some reason are having their problems against the A's for some reason. I don't know what's going on.
Which would a team like that, who we thought because of last year they were a thorn in the Astros side, and they dismantled that whole team like the Marlins did,
and they're still beating the Astros amazingly. It's unbelievable. But like if the season ended today, and Yankees would be the 1 seed. Astros would be the 2 seed. You got 3 seed is Minnesota. 4 is, I think, Toronto. 5 is Tampa. And then I think 6 is Seattle. I think Carl can correct me if I'm wrong.
That is correct.
That is correct. And then you have Cleveland, Baltimore, and Boston on the outside looking in. Chicago White Sox are also on the outside looking in.
Right now, Boston is hanging on by a thread.
Yeah.
Because I think they're tied with Cleveland right now for the wild card spot as well.
Well, they're both 2 or 3 games on the outside looking in.
We're going to check that out. But on the other side, let's get to the Mets.
Yeah.
Because I said it when we did our spring training special. The Mets are either going to win the East or they're going to make a wild card. And with a manager like Buck Showalter, you're pressing all the right buttons. Edwin Diaz is the Edwin Diaz who the Met fans wanted. This is the guy. And Boomer said it this morning. He's like the second coming of a Mariano Rivera, but don't go there just yet.
Don't go there just yet. Don't
not
go
in
there
October.
just yet. What's going on?
Well, I hope that does happen.
What's going on?
And it's weird because let me tell you something. If the Mets do well, they're going to face the Dodgers.
Yeah,
the Mets Dodgers. You're going to have 1988, I believe.
Correct.
Was it 88?
Correct.
The Dodgers last met the Mets and they
No.
in the playoffs, no?
No. It was 2015.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was 2015. Yeah.
That's right. So there's a lot of history between the Dodgers and Mets. Lots. And we're dating back to when it was the Brooklyn Dodgers, and then Brooklyn moved to L.A., and then the Giants moved to L.A., and then here comes the Mets. You know, the Metsies.
Yeah.
As the old skipper used
Yeah, and then 7 years into their history, they win a World Series.
Right.
It's
You got to love this game. You got to love it. With the changes, I know nobody wanted to see the DH in the National League. How does it feel now? Let's get your opinion, being a Phillies fan, a National League fan. How does it feel having the DH and not letting a pitcher get up there and possibly getting hurt? Does it feel good to have that extra bat in the lineup?
Now I do. In the beginning of the year, I didn't like it, but after Harper had the elbow problem before he got plunked by Snell,
And he was the DH.
he was DH. And he was still playing every day. He was hitting. So
That gives everybody
at
a
least
chance, yep.
he was still in the lineup until he got plunked by Snell in the thumb. So that's a good thing.
any negatives?
What's that?
Any negatives about the universal DH?
No. If someone can't throw, they're still in the lineup. They can still hit. Now, you never had that before in the National League. Now, when it hits your team in the league, you can't throw, but you still can hit. So now I understand it. I have no problem with it. Next year, No more shift. Thank God. I hope
Right.
that's done. Everyone's
Right.
back to normal depth positions, which is good. I'm tired of seeing. I don't get it, guys. Matt and Sal. You have the third baseman playing shortstop. All you gotta do is left-handed batter in the box. Hit the ball down.
Nobody that wants to do that.
Hit the ball down the third
Look
base
where
side,
they play Gallo. This guy should be bunting down.
or hit down third base side. That's an
You're
easy
a
double.
professional hitter.
That's an easy double. You know, I don't get it.
And after this year, don't worry about the shift, because if you're a professional hitter, and it's not easy to hit a round ball with a round bat, we all know that.
Right.
What if there is no shift? These guys play a normal position. You're a major league ball player. You're an all-star second baseman, shortstop, third baseman, first baseman, right? Whatever.
Yeah.
Come on. If you're getting paid all that money to be a defensive player or an offensive player, you're telling me you can't dive, you can't make great plays, you can't be like Ozzie Smith.
We've seen the
you
Yankees
can't be
do
like
it.
Greg Nettles. You can't be like Derek Jeter. You can't be like
We've seen the Yankees make some good plays.
Cal
this
Ripken
season.
and all these other guys.
Uh-huh.
All right, here we go. Now you were talking about the wild card.
Yeah.
Toronto and Seattle are leading the wild cards. With
Amazing.
Tampa tied. Cleveland is 2.5. Baltimore's 3. The White Sox are 3 out. And the Red Sox are 3.5.
Wow.
So I have a question for you guys now, because if the season ends today, Toronto will be playing Seattle.
Yes.
Okay. Now here's the thing.
And it's best of 3.
Yes. So all the games will be in Toronto. So in the playoffs.
Okay, yes.
So all the playoffs. See if Toronto's in the playoffs and they get home games. Here's my question I brought up to Matt, and I think it's a good idea. It happened to my guys, my team, and it happened last night with the Cardinals.
It happened with a couple of the teams when
Yeah.
they traveled to Toronto.
Nolan Arenado,
Goldschmidt.
and Paul
And Goldschmidt.
Goldschmidt did not play last night because they didn't get the shot. Mm-hmm. To play in Canada, you got to get the shot.
Oh, hold on a minute, but they were in Canada.
Yeah.
So how are they traveling with the team if they don't have the shot then?
Well,
They can't play.
they can't play. They can't
But the
play.
Yankees can. I told you how the Yankees did.
Now, what makes it now?
Well,
It's
believe
got
it
to
or
do
not-
with the flying, I think.
Believe it or not, you're going to be shocked about this. I heard a report from I've heard a report from a couple of people in the New York media. Every single Yankee is vaccinated.
It is now. It's a legit vaccination.
Every New York Yankee is vaccinated, including Rizzo, including Judge. The 2 guys that we figured were not vaccinated at all, they are vaccinated.
Because
There are reports from the clubhouse and a bunch of New York media who are saying the Yankees are 100% vaccinated.
because
Okay.
a couple of my guys didn't play because they didn't get the they didn't get the shot.
They didn't get the vaccine.
So if that's going to be in say Seattle, if they're going to be going there, you think, okay, pretty soon if I gotta go there to playoffs, I need to do what I gotta do so I can play up there.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going to have to.
They're gonna have
They're gonna have to.
They're going to get on the show.
Andrew
They have no choice.
Andrew Benintendi said if he comes to the Yankees, he'd get the shot.
Yeah, because he knows he's going to be on a contending team.
Yeah. And that was one of the things with the Royals. The Royals had 10 players did not go to Canada because 10 of them were unvaccinated. Andrew Benintendi included. But he said if he comes to the Yankees, he'd get the shot.
Right. So with that, so Toronto was basically beating up on teams that
Don't have
had
their
scab players.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
unfair. It's so unfair.
That's Canada's rules, and I don't like it. But
Oh,
that's
don't
their
forget
rules.
what happened. Don't forget they had the minor league. The Bisons were playing
in
Trenton
Buffalo,
Douglas
yeah.
this year.
In Buffalo.
And they were using their stadium in Buffalo.
Yeah, that's right.
It's I'm gonna be calm. I gotta stay calm. Gotta stay calm. MP monkeypox. They want to rename monkeypox. They want to rename a virus. Get on a boat, go over a cliff, and don't come back. Whoever's idea was that, please.
All right. Is that going to be the last we're going to hear about that?
Yes.
All right, good.
I'm good.
All right, good.
I'm gum now.
All right, good. Thank God. Thank God.
Hopefully I don't hit my tooth that I got another one extracted.
I thought you were going to go off the rails for a second. Thank
No,
God.
I'm good.
Okay,
I'm
good.
I got my
All right, good.
gum. I'm fine.
All right, good. But in all seriousness, you can consider Toronto to have the biggest home field advantage in all Major League Baseball with this whole vaccine thing.
Yeah.
You can consider. You can probably say that because there are still a handful of players who don't want to get the shot. If you're going, If you're the Yankees, would you be willing to give up for Soto?
Yes.
That would have to be Oswald Peraza, Clark Schmidt,
Jason Dominguez.
Gleyber Torres, and somebody else. I'm trying
Not
not
Volpe?
I sound like a horse right now.
Not
Will
Volpe?
Burr.
Not Volpe? You wouldn't give up Volpe for Juan Soto? And also, I read this in an article and I heard this on ESPN. Juan Soto wants $500 million.
No.
The Yankees
Hold on.
ain't
Everybody's got that wrong. That's what the Nationals were offering him to stay. He didn't ask for that number. The Nationals did. The Nationals want to pay 15 for
440.
5.
They wanted 440.
440.
15 for 440.
He didn't ask them for that number.
I think the Yankees should give up on him. I don't think he's going there.
Then who's coming up with this idea that Juan Soto wants $500 million no matter where he goes?
Nobody said that.
I know where he's going.
Where is that?
Where John said his first take, I know that's where he's going.
The top contending teams are
The
Yankees,
Padres.
Mets,
Yankees, Mets,
Padres, St. Louis, and I think the Dodgers.
I think
Yes.
I think he's going to the Cardinals, like I said all along.
Oh yeah,
I think he's going to the
he's going to be a
Cardinals.
Cardinal.
It's interesting because Juan Soto did put up a good showing against the Dodgers in a series over the last few days. He did put up a good showing, and the Dodgers, while they're strong on all cylinders, they could use some more depth, and I think Juan Soto brings that. But the thing is, like, you have Mookie Betts instead of in right field. I don't think you really need to be overpowered of a lineup.
I could see the Mets making 3 moves.
See, I don't see the Cardinals need him because they don't have a right fielder.
Yeah.
I think he's going to the Cardinals.
Oh, 2 moves the Mets are going to make.
All right. What are they?
They're going to get David Robinson and William Contreras from the Cubs to certify that catching and pen help. And I think they're either going to get Trey Mancini or J.D. Martinez for help at the DH spot.
Now, you mentioned Boston being in last place. They might be sellers at the trade deadline. They could be sellers.
You want to hear something scary?
What?
Shohei Ohtani.
Really?
The Angels are willing to hear.
The Mets have the prospects and the cash, but they're not trading him within the division. Good point, John.
Who's that?
John.
No, which guy?
Soto? What's that? Soto, yeah. They're
Yeah.
mentioning Soto.
No, because now they're focused on Contreras and David Robinson.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. If the Angels part ways with Ohtani, Trout
Could you
should get
imagine-
out. Trout should say, I want
Now,
out.
here's a guy. Now, this is why the Yankees or any team is going to refuse to give a guy a 10-year contract. When's the last time Mike Trout played a full season?
His MVP season.
Yeah, his MVP
2018.
season.
2018.
There you go.
2018 was his.
He's having back issues. He's been getting hurt a lot. So is Jacob deGrom. Again. So a lot of these teams are being cautious now. And the Yankees are, because you have another 6 years left with Giancarlo.
That's crazy.
Well, at least we're not paying Bobby Bonilla all these years. Don't forget, the Braves were only a half game out 3 or 4 days ago. They were on the cliff getting ready to jump.
They were on the cliff getting ready to jump.
They're gonna take the division.
The Phillies gave the Mets are all in on Trey Mancini and Joe Monteply.
Where's he from?
I don't know.
I know Mancini's an Oriole.
Mancini's an Oriole.
I don't know. Maybe the Birds won't get rid of anybody that they're
Now?
Right
Now? No, not now. Not now.
No.
Not when they're this hot. No.
Could you imagine? Because Uncle Steve don't care. He'll open that wallet. Could you imagine Bogarts and Martinez on the Mets?
Now, Boston wouldn't be that stupid.
Boston's not that dumb.
You sure about that?
Now, they'll keep Devers. They're not going to give up Devers.
No, I didn't say Devers. I said
Now,
Bogarts.
Martinez.
Bogarts?
Bogarts and Martinez.
Bogarts gone. Devers now. Devers is going to be. Devers is going to be the core. They're going to build around Devers.
Oh yeah,
Montefiore is the big lefty from the D-backs.
that's another thing. I feel bad for what's his name
What team?
on the D-backs, the lefty who signed a big deal out there.
Oh, wow.
You know who I'm talking about. The starter.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Bumgarner.
Yeah. Yeah,
He just wanted the money.
he just wanted money. That's really what it is.
He lives out there. He's happy.
And this is he's a 3-time World Series champion too. Like,
So he's
he-
in the bag.
Didn't he just have an issue out with somebody at the plate?
That's all I know of.
not that I know of.
Last time I knew was the umpire last couple while back. That's all I
thought
knew.
something happened with him just recently.
Not that I know of.
But like the D-backs have some talented pieces that they could probably get rid of.
Can we? What the heck happened with Carlos Rendon? What's going on with that man? Had anybody seen that video?
Can you
First,
pull-
he almost hit one of his own players accidentally in the dugout with his glove.
How do you spell his name?
Rendon,
D-O-N.
Carlos Rendon.
Then
Giants
he
pitcher.
gets mad, coming back in the dugout, kicks a bat,
Rondon.
and
That
then
sound- that sounds like a
right there.
Chris-
Here we go. Watch.
That sounds like a Chris Sale incident.
No, this is worse. He kicks a bat and hits his own player in the kneecap with it.
And does he get hurt?
Yeah. Watch.
All right, what happened?
Why doesn't NJM?
Oh, we can't sponsor ads. We can't do ads. We can't look at ads. NJM, what? NJM who?
Lost his cool during a match against Arizona Diamonds and kicked a bat in the
Watch
dugout.
this. Kick.
And it
Zero
actually
ring to
hit
me.
Emilio Estrada.
Oh.
Because he
After
got
the
pissed
fifth
off.
inning of the match, Rodon can be seen
Watch
entering
this,
the dugout
and
in frustration.
whoops.
And after walking a few steps, he kicked a bat, and it hit his teammate Thero Strada in the right knee.
Wow.
Guy just injured his own player.
Anger management issues. Someone has anger management issues. At least Chris Sale beat up on equipment. This is unacceptable.
And the guy, and you see the other player over there.
Yeah.
Oh, that was Theo Estrada. That's who it was.
Yeah, that was it.
Yankee.
And after walking a few steps,
at
he
this.
kicked a bat,
Swing and a miss.
it hit his
There's a
teammate Thero
strike.
Strada in the right knee.
Look, and the
Who's
other
that?
guy's like, "What the hell are you
Fortunately,
doing?"
Strada didn't
Was that
suffer any
Wilmer? Was
serious
that Wilmer?
injuries.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Wilmer
Wilmer.
Flores.
To play the match
Wilmer.
after the incident.
Hey, Wilmer.
The 29-year-old player realized his mistake
What
and
happened to him?
apologized to everyone after the match.
He was good at one time.
Yeah, he was.
I think it's like 8-4, 8-5. I think with Giants.
Look for Oakland for a move for players. Paul Blackburn.
Frankie Montas and Sean Murphy.
They could deal some of them players away. Yeah.
If the Yankees were smart, they get Frankie.
Yeah.
But the Yankees right now are.
They're focused on a couple.
Well, let's put it this way. You know they're going to lose tonight.
Yeah, they're done.
So, look out for Luis Castillo.
Yeah, Luis Castillo is definitely one name that they had their eye on. I don't know what Brian Cashman has on his mind. He's
You
teased the
better have
media.
something on his mind.
He's teased the media time and time again. All right, I'm going to do something. I'm going to do something. I'm going to do
Well,
something.
he better do something. Because let me tell you something. Let's say, for argument's sake, the Yankees really hit a brick wall, like the wall that's behind us.
Yeah.
And the battleship starts to go down.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I can mostly guarantee Boone will be gone.
I agree with that as well.
He's not a good manager because you got a good team behind you. And they're not. What happened with the stealing and the bunting and this and that they were doing?
Judge is still doing it. He stole a couple bases last night.
Do you know he's on the verge of breaking a home run record?
For the Yankees,
Yankee record?
The Yankee record. Which is significant because the last 4 or 5 people to break Roger Maris's record took steroids. Mark McGwire took steroids. Sammy Sosa took steroids. Barry Bonds took steroids.
He's talking about a single season Yankee record of 60.
61, Roger Maris.
I don't think he does it. I think he'll do like me. I think he'll end up with maybe
50 something.
high 40s, maybe.
You need Benintendi here right away.
I say high 40s, maybe 540s, maybe topped off at 50. That's it. I don't think he'll be 61. No.
Losing King hurt? Yes, it did.
Oh, without a doubt.
Losing Michael King was...
Oh, thank God he's not that bad. He's going to be back for spring training next year.
Yeah, but he's done for the year.
Yeah, but next year he'll be all right. Because Chapman's out the door. He actually threw a good inning last night. It's amazing.
Yeah, but it's a flash in the pan.
Well, how much money do the Yankees get rid of next year? You get rid of Chapman.
You were at Chapman. Gallo's gone.
Thank God. He'll be gone by the weekend.
Gallo's gone. Well, I would rather get a bag of Doritos for Gallo. At least the bag of Doritos is good.
What kind of Doritos are you talking about now?
The cheesy Doritos.
Oh, look at that.
How many games did the Yankees play so far?
They played 98. They're playing 99 tonight.
Christian, can you do me a favor?
Yankees are 66 and 32.
Can you give me the stats of Mark McGwire, 1998 through 99 games, and
You gotta spell that last name for me.
Mark McGuire. Mark McGuire.
McGuire.
yes, compared to Aaron Judge with this season with 99.
Yeah, but dude, what have I said about Mark McGuire time and time on this show? What have I said? And there's a documentary on him. He took steroids.
Yeah, 1998. I want to see.
1998. That was when he went off.
Was that one of the strike
Oh, you
seasons?
can compare stats on this site? I've never seen this site before.
Yeah, I want to see through 99 games what did McGuire have and what does Judge have now.
So McGuire 98 and Judge 2022.
Yes,
All right.
do 99
As he's doing
games.
that, we're going to give you the NL wild card.
Yeah.
Right now, his Phils are tied with St. Louis. Did you know that?
Yeah. After they won last night, they beat Atlanta.
San Francisco is 2.5 out, and you're going to laugh. Miami's 4.5 out.
What year stats do you want from
Aaron Judge 2022 and Mark McGuire
Mark McGuire?
1998.
Yes, do 98 games. I don't know if you can.
Stats and then Aaron Judge.
Yes,
Aaron Judge 2022. So we're going to do a little bit of a compare and contrasting. Is that what we're doing here?
yes.
So here's Mark McGuire. Let's start with Aaron Judge. At 38 homers, 294, which is not bad.
Through 99 games. Okay. McGuire hit 70 that year.
Yeah, we know.
So we had to have at least between 40 and 50 by now.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
And then Mark McGuire.
Yes, 98.
1998. He had the 70 homers.
He almost smashed every record there.
Yeah, he
70
did.
home runs, 147 RBIs. He walked 162 times. That is crazy.
So he basically walked once per game.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
In age 34. Age 34, that's when he did.
If he played every single game in 1998, which I guarantee you he didn't because no one plays a full 162 game season anymore.
What does it say there?
What's how sick this was? The following year in 1999,
Games 135, right?
155.
155.
Yes.
5? Oh, I can't see.
The following year in 1999, he had 65 bombs and 147 RBIs. The following year.
Carl, what have I said?
You're drunk.
What have I said? What have I said about Mark McGuire on this program?
Well, he did, Bonds did, Sosa did, but still, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like, you want to know why? I'm gonna be honest. I've looked at Roger Maris's stats.
Oh, look at that. What is this? Look at all the awards he got.
Yeah, because
He won MVP, Rookie of the Year, and he had 49 bombs.
he was a World Series champion in '89. World Series champ.
American League MVP.
Now, when he was in Oakland, he was a twig. When he went to St. Louis, that's when he bulked up more. That's
Yeah.
when,
Well,
that's when it
Bonds
was.
was the same way
Yeah.
when he was with the Pirates.
Yeah, same thing.
Bonds was
Now,
a
did you
pencil.
see somebody post a David Ortiz Minnesota pitcher with a Boston one?
Oh yeah,
And how big he is with Boston?
yeah, and yeah, he's in the Hall of Fame.
Telling you, it's a popularity vote.
Can I say something? I do gotta give David Ortiz a little bit of a
Well,
clean
he was
slate.
a great player.
No, he's not just that. His speech was amazing. For
I
those of you-
didn't get to see it.
For those of you who didn't hear his speech, he basically talked about how he was thankful for the people that support him, and that that without any patience, there wouldn't be him. Like, you gotta be thankful for everyone that's around you and for every chance that you get. So, David Ortiz had a great Hall of Fame speech. I gotta give him credit for that. But I never liked him because he's a Red Sox. I get the whole "this is our fucking city." I get it. McGuire was 6'5", And what is that? 230 or
Yeah, 2:30 in Oakland.
230. Trade Kevin Wall for Joey Gallo. Trade Kevin Wall for Joey Gallo. Yeah, that's off the table. Ortiz is a juicer. Yeah, he was. He was. What I don't understand, and this is like crazy. I've said I know Barry Bonds took steroids, but if I've had people from my Rutgers group that constantly say this all the time. They're big baseball buffs. They say all the time that Barry Bonds should be in the Hall of Fame because he was part of the story of why baseball exists 150 years ago today. To today, like he played a significant role in baseball's history, and he did. But what I don't like is I don't like people who cheat. I'm not the biggest villain of baseball is the guy who took steroids. His name is Alex Rodriguez. He was the biggest villain in all baseball because he wanted more money. He wanted to break the bank in many occasions, and he never gave Derek Jeter respect, and he wouldn't shut his mouth either. So, one of the things I will say, and I know we're getting off track a little bit. I apologize for that, but to get back on topic, what happened?
Got some breaking news.
Breaking news?
Not good.
Okay.
Mike Trout has been diagnosed with a rare back condition.
Wow.
Return timetable is uncertain.
Oh yeah, so he won't be back this year.
Wow.
He said when he came back from the when he was off the when he got off the stick.
No, this is
he wasn't coming back.
This is not the second or third year in a row he's had a back problem.
Yeah, he's had a back problem for the last couple of years.
He might
be done. He could be done.
Dysfunction at
the junction.
Something. I can't even read this.
What's that?
Sorry, folks.
I can read it if you want me to.
The print is so small on here.
I can read it if you want me to.
What does that say in the parentheses? It starts with a C there.
Okay, I got.
Sorry, when you get old, your vision goes.
All right. Costroverbal dysfunction at T5.
The vertebrae. His L5.
His L5, yeah.
His vertebrae. His vertebrae.
Yeah, that's what it is. So this is breaking news. Mike Trout has been diagnosed with a rare back condition, and
is that the same condition that Mattingly and David Wright had, where their careers ended?
It could be.
Now here's the thing: the only way for that to get fixed is surgery.
Yeah.
If he gets surgery now, if he's done for the year, and he may not be back next year or at all.
That's the only way because my aunt, she had herniated disc with her L5. They had to cut her. They had to cut her open. That's the way you fix it.
Oh, that's terrible.
You know.
That's terrible.
Yes.
Speedy recovery for
Mike Trout.
Mike Trout and hope all.
For John, your question. Yes, he should be in the Hall.
Should Pete Rose be in the Hall of Fame?
Yes.
Why not? Gambling's legal.
Yeah, gambling is legal now. Exactly.
Steroids aren't legal.
Now, speaking about Pete Rose, I'll be at the game on Saturday on the 6th for the Wall of Fame night. He won't be there. He will be there Sunday for the first time.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
In about like 42 years. So he'll be there
at the stadium. He's going to get a nice ovation. I think.
So now, good for him. He's 81 years old. So I read the story about him. So he'll be there Sunday when they honor the 1980 world champion team.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that last line in that story you read. That this could be an issue for the rest of his major league career.
For Mike Trout?
Yeah.
That's terrible. It's so unfortunate because this is a 3-time MVP and a guy who's had a phenomenal career and a guy who seriously could make himself a Hall of Famer.
He is. I think he is already. What's his stats so far?
Oh God, let's not go over stats again.
I think he's got like maybe 400, maybe close to 400 months so far.
Well, listen, the whole thing is like he's 30-something years old. Like you don't want to see him go through this kind of thing. He's been in the league since 2011, so his career is like 11, 12 years. The thing with back surgery like this,
I'm just reading about what this T5 vertebrae controls, and
what's it say?
It ain't good.
What's it control?
The T5 vertebrae is certainly located to protect the nerves that feed constant neutrons to the liver, as well as the nerve bundles that affect and release of the hormones, your metabolism, glucose production, insulin, and other regions.
Wow. That's not good. That's not good.
And you don't forget, you're swinging a bat, you're constantly working out and playing the outfield.
That's right, you got to get in shape.
Diving and all this other stuff.
Right. Yeah, it's going to affect him long term.
Our thoughts and prayers are with Mr. Trout, who's a New Jerseyite.
Yes, he is he's a Southern Philly guy, but he's from
You know
New
what
Jersey.
I liked? I liked the Todd father yesterday at Citi Field.
Oh, yeah. So did Darryl Strawberry throw out the first pitch. He's been with all the 4 organizations that he's been with have New York ties.
Let's put it this way. If Darryl wasn't the bad Darryl, I think he would have broken that home run record before Bonds did. If he would have played without any hiccups in his career.
Yeah.
See, I think it would have been if Griffey didn't get hurt. I think.
Griffey either. Yes.
I think it would have
exactly.
been
He was,
Junior. I think it would have been Griffey Jr.
What do you think of this guy Rodriguez on Seattle right now?
Julio Rodriguez. I think he's
good.
He is something
good.
special.
This kid in the home run derby, man. He's
good. He's good.
I see big things coming for him in the future, and I think can see.
Is he the new face of Seattle like Griffey was?
I think he is.
Yes.
I think he is, especially because Seattle sports in general is just such a bad market.
I believe they're getting an NBA team back. From what I understand.
That'd be interesting. But like Seattle sports as a whole is such a downer right now. You need something to pick you back up if you're in Seattle, Washington, and this is the kind of thing that you need picking you back up. A team that hasn't been to the postseason in 21 years, and a young star to boot that's playing really well.
Right.
Like this is what you need if you're Seattle. And I know we're getting off topic a little bit, but I gotta tell you guys a little experience that I had over the weekend. So. This involves ColorCast, which for those of you who don't know, yes, I'm an active member of the ColorCast community. And for those of you who don't know what ColorCast is and you're new to this program and you haven't heard me talk about it, ColorCast is an app where you can call any sporting event that you want or debate any person that you want from across the country. And
that is kind of cool. I see that all.
That is kind of cool. So what happened was I was invited to do a debate show called Light 'Em Up this past Sunday.
Yeah, I saw that on the post. I saw that.
Oh, you saw that?
No, I saw that on the post. He posted it.
Yeah. I was invited by my good friend Patrick from Michigan. He invited me to be on the show to make my debut, and we were debating top 5 fantasy quarterbacks for 2022. You got to be very, very on top of your game because the guy I was going up against brought heat. And I beat the guy. His name was Calvin. Calvin put up a good fight. And I don't know if Calvin is watching this, but Calvin, you put up a really good fight. And here's to more debates in the future. So it's not just a football debate. It could be baseball debates. It could be basketball debates. It could be anything. Say, for example, Sal and I want to have a debate on, the worst sports market in the U.S., which I think would be a really good topic to debate. We would have to schedule a week. We would have to schedule a week on a Sunday to have the debate, and then we would go off for 10 minutes, back and forth, high heat. We start off with an opening argument, and then a closing, and then 10 minutes back and forth crossfires, and then a 2-minute closing argument.
I think Seattle.
Seattle's the worst sports market in the U.S.
I don't think so. Not Seattle. I don't think so.
Why not?
Seattle. Now they come.
No?
They
You don't think so?
No.
It always rains there.
No, they always went to Sonics and the Seahawks and all that stuff.
Sox, the Seahawks. They had the Mariners who haven't done anything. The Mariners never did anything, and they had this postseason drought. Here's what I think, and you're gonna think I'm crazy because of recency bias. I think the worst sports market in the U.S. is Cleveland. I think the worst sports market in the U.S. is Cleveland because think of it. It took them 52 years to win a title in sports. The Browns are bad. The Cavaliers are bad. They have no hockey team. Their baseball team just got changed their name because of controversial name.
Did I just read this?
Yeah.
The Oakland A's, the last place team, just swept the Houston Astros.
Are you serious?
And that's what anything can happen, man.
That's crazy.
I don't get it.
That's crazy. But anyway,
That's baseball, Susan.
that's baseball.
You know, I saw somebody with a shirt with that on. Taking a picture with Susan Wallman, I think.
Oh, also, I got to mention this really quick. Susan Wallman is going to the Radio Hall of Fame.
Yes, she
Good for her.
Good for her.
I got. You say Cleveland?
Cleveland's a bad market.
I have another market that maybe might trump yours, or maybe a little bit closer.
Okay.
Cincinnati.
Well, that's good. No one goes to Cincinnati. No
Hey,
one
your
goes-
Phillies won today.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
They
they
did.
won. They're tied right now.
Yeah. So Cincinnati's a good one.
So after the Reds won their World Series, and then in 1990, and then you had Ray Knight who was a manager from when Jack McKeon left in '99, and basically until Dusty Baker took over, they were horrible.
What's this? What team?
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati Reds. Okay,
That's right. Dusty Baker was there too. Wow,
Yeah,
he was
so-
all over the place.
so they were horrible. And then when Dusty came back there, then they were making the playoffs. So they were horrible. And then before Joe Burrow and
Jamar Chase.
and Marvin Lewis, the Bengals were losing everything.
They were a horrible team in the 90s. The 90s, they were horrific.
yeah. After Boomer, they were horrible.
The Boomer.
Yeah. So I say Cincinnati.
Did you see he got snubbed out of the Bengal Hall of Fame thing?
Well,
That's a fan vote.
Well,
The Ring of Honor for Cincinnati.
you want to know what's going on because Boomer lives in New York. He loves the New York market. He loves it so much, and it's just like he turned his back on Cincinnati. He really did. So I don't blame him. I don't blame the Cincinnati market. For
I don't
that.
know. Okay, well, you hearing this? Get Boomer on here with Matty Ice.
See, that's the only thing I could think of because
Tampa's a bad market too.
Not real. No,
yeah,
but
the Bucks.
you have the Bucks and the Lightning.
Yeah, the Bucks and the Lightning.
So that
Their
trumps,
hockey team is always
that trumps the Rays. You know what I'm saying? Atlanta, they always flock.
Atlanta's a good market to be bad too.
Chicago, they always go.
Chicago. Yeah, they come and
Well,
go too.
did you see what they want to do with the Bears?
Yeah, they want to put
The
a
Bears.
Dome.
They want to put a dome.
Over Soldier Field.
Yeah,
Oh,
terrible.
just to keep them there. They want to where they want to move downtown.
They wanted to move downtown
somewhere.
Chicago.
Yeah.
Downtown Chicago. So they wanted to move the stadium. But like anyway, the debates like this are on Line 'em Up. There are three segments. There's a one-on-one, there's a round 'em up where three people can debate one topic. And then there's a second round 'em up where three people can debate one topic. And I remember I wanted to pose this question to Sal because I think he'd appreciate this topic.
Well, I'm sorry. What's the trade deadline end? The second, right?
Second,
August 2nd.
yes.
So we're back that Wednesday after.
Yes.
Yeah, we're back
You know
to
what? We'll do a debate on the good and bad trades
good and bad trades
for next week. How's that one?
That sounds good. That
There
sounds
we
good.
go. We're gonna debate the moves that every team made.
Yeah. So
And
anyway,
I bet us Yankee fans are gonna get a pencil and poke our eyes out for something wrong.
one of the debates that were on my episode was who's the greatest villain in sports. And one guy who lives in New York said Alex Rodriguez is the greatest villain in the history of sports.
Nah,
You wouldn't say that?
no.
Why not?
What about LeBron?
LeBron.
No, he's loved. He's loved in Cleveland.
He's the you love to hate him kind of guy.
Yeah.
The villain. Oh, wow, really? You think A-Rod's a villain?
No,
Yeah. I heard there was a New Yorker named Jake who said A-Rod is the biggest villain in all of sports.
He's not original Yankee.
He's not an original Yankee, but the steroids, J-Lo, all that
That's
stuff,
got nothing to do with that.
the broadcast team, all that. Like that's why he
He
said
was good with broadcasting.
yeah, but he single-handedly broke up Jessica Mendoza and
Oh, I got one for
He
you.
broke up who?
he broke up Jessica Mendoza and the other broadcaster that he was with
How did he break them up?
because he wanted to have his own thing. That's why he had the Michael Kay thing. He wanted his own broadcast and not be sharing the glory with someone else. So he broke up that Sunday Night Baseball crew that he was on for more money.
Did he break them
and more
or
publicity.
ESPN did that?
No, he broke them up. He broke up that brew because he wanted to be with Michael Kay.
I got one. I know we're going.
You know my feelings on Michael Kay also.
I got one. Maybe you'll agree with me. What about the Worm, Dennis Rodman?
Oh, there you go.
Dennis Rodman's a good one.
Then he joined the NWO
Oh yes, he joined the NWO
with Hulk Hogan. Let me tell you something, brother.
Let's see. Who else can I do another good villain? Let's see.
I heard one person say Tom Brady.
Really?
Yeah, Tom Brady is the biggest villain in sport. The reason why is because he wins all the dang time, and that he has 7 Super Bowls and just doesn't seem to want to go away.
And this is last year anyway.
Well,
You see how much money he's going to get for being on Fox? Oh,
and
Fox?
that too.
It's Fox, right?
Yeah, Fox.
Fox, yeah.
He's getting like $350 million.
$36 million a year. Oh, my God.
I got another one. What about primetime? Deion Sanders.
I wouldn't say that.
Dion?
I wouldn't say that.
Went from what football team?
He started with the Falcons, then he went to the Niners, then he went to the Cowboys.
And he was also a two-sport athlete.
And then he also went.
baseball.
Then he also
Yankees
went,
and Braves.
Then he also went to.
Right? Who did he go after
the
the Yankees and
Redskins.
Braves? And then he went to the Redskins.
He went to the Redskins
That's
after.
all he did was the Yankees and the Braves? That
Yeah,
was it?
That's all he did. He didn't play much baseball. Deion Sanders, I
was
wouldn't
pretty good.
I wouldn't consider him much of a villain. He was flashy, but I wouldn't consider him a villain.
Oh, Robin was flashy. If you're talking about flashy ball players.
Let me see if I can think of another one.
Who's a...
Pedro Martinez.
Pedro's... Yeah, Pedro.
Pedro's a good villain. He's throwing Don Zimmer to the ground.
Who else?
And all the brawls that he's had when he was
Roger
in Montreal.
Clemens.
Roger Clemens.
Well, they just spoke about that Clemens incident with an AS Piazza about that. They actually talk.
What about Carlos Gomez?
Where's he been?
He's out of the game. He hasn't been around much.
He ever since COVID, right?
Ever since the COVID season,
He's never come back.
No, he hasn't come back. Carlos Gomez could be a good one. He's had brawls with a lot of people.
I got another
Wasn't
one.
he a Met for a hot minute?
He was a Met for a hot minute, but he was primarily a Brewer, and he was an Astro for a little bit.
I got another one. I'm going back in baseball. What about Jeff Kent?
That guy should be in the Hall of Fame.
He should be in the Hall of Fame. Villain, though?
There's see the moves the Mets made. They got rid of Kent. Who was the other guy? He's still on the Giants. The other guy. Who was the other guy who was a Met infielder? God, I'm so.
I got another one. He used to be he works for Fox and he used to be a catcher. What about AJ Pierzynski?
AJ Pierzynski, a villain?
He's another good guy.
I'm talking villains. We're talking villains.
He
People
wore both the Sox uniforms.
All right, what about okay? What about I know he won a lot. What about Kobe?
Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
He was beloved. You can't call him.
No, he was beloved in L.A., but nobody else because he always won.
Yeah, but did you ever see Kobe Bryant have brawls or altercations with people?
All right, run our test.
Yes. Or Meta World Peace.
Yeah, Meta World Peace. Yeah,
Meta World Peace.
Meta
is
World
called
Peace.
now.
All right, what about another one? Isaiah Thomas,
Interesting.
Bill Laimbeer.
Bill Lambert. You want to know who's a good one? Lyle Alzado in football.
Yes.
Lyle Alzado. Sal, I don't know if you know about this, but Lyle Alzado was a football player from Brooklyn, New York, who played for the Raiders, Broncos, and Browns, and he took steroids for most of his life. And he died of steroids, but he got into a lot of altercations, especially when he was a Raider. Like, he was a very, very controversial figure.
Now before he was with the Raider, I don't know if you noticed, but I think he started with
Angel Pagan. I forgot. I'm sorry.
I think he started with Cleveland. Then he went to Denver.
Yeah.
And then he went to the Raiders.
Yeah. Well, he started with Denver, then he went to Cleveland. He actually had a fight with Mike Tyson.
He did.
Yeah. If you watch these documentaries, like, it's kind of crazy when the stuff that you learn.
He was one.
I'm gonna. This is crazy. While we got some time, I just looked up what former Met on the San Francisco Giants, and it just gave me a whole list. Gato Alfonso, years with Mets from 95 to 2002. Then he went to the Giants after that from 03 to 05. Moises Alou.
Wow.
Okay, here's another ring a bell. Kevin Bass.
I've heard
Carlos Beltran. Armando Benitez. Let's see.
Marcana.
No. Gary Carter. Wow. Gary Carter played 1 year with the San Francisco Giants, 1990.
Wow.
Alberto Castillo. All right. There you go. Wilson Delgado. Sean Dunston. Sean Estes. Pete Falcone. Mr. Brooklynite and Lafayette High School man. Wilmer Flores. Tim Foley. George Foster. Hold on. This is good. This is some list, man. Roberto Hernandez. Earl Hershiser. That guy had to win everyone, huh? Austin Jackson. Jeff Kent. Jeff Keppinger. Dave Kingman. Ricky LeDay. Wow. This is some list, man.
I got another baseball.
Willie Mays.
I got another baseball player.
Kevin Mitchell.
That could be classified as a villain.
Yes.
Who's on your mind?
What about Roberto Alomar?
Roberto Alomar?
Oh, there you go. Without a doubt. When he was with Toronto, yeah.
You remember what he
Spit
did
at the umpire.
Yes, he did when he played for Baltimore. He spit at the umpire.
Oh, that's dirty. That's dirty.
Yeah, he spit at the umpire. Right in his face.
That's disgusting.
Well, even Darryl Strawberry had a cup of coffee with the San Francisco Giants.
Yeah, he spit right in his face.
94.
So,
Wow, that's some risk. Ruben Tejada. Hunter Strickland. Who the hell's that?
I know we have a couple minutes left, but we got to promote something really important.
Jose Vizcaino.
So we got
What are we doing August 6th there, Matty Ice?
August 6th, we are going back to Staten Island for the high school baseball senior games for the second year in a row. It'll be me, Sal, and I think Kevin, depending on how his schedule works.
Right.
It's all about Grace. It's all about Songbird Foundation. Also, go songbirdfoundation.org is the website to go to learn more information and to donate to the cause for autism. It's going to be other sponsors like Grace, Jag One, On Your Mark, a bunch of other causes, and there's going to be at the Middle Island Little League Complex. There's going to be a baseball game, a softball game, and a challenger game with all the kids who have disabilities. And it's going to be in Staten Island. And Sal, where can we go?
Oh, if you're coming to the games via Outer Bridge, you take the 440, you get off at the Victory Boulevard exit. You're going to come up to the traffic light. You're going to hang a right. And it's just about 5 minutes down the road. Mid-Island Little League. And come join us. Help us raise some money for a great cause. And that's what we love to do here.
That's what we love to do here.
So if anybody is having a fundraiser and love to have these wackadoonies on, a great bunch of co-hosts here and producers, we do it all. Also, this will tickle Carl's fancy. September 7th, folks, look for our new show. Jersey Shore Sports Machine. You're going to get it all. Baseball, football, hockey, basketball. We're going soup to nuts this year. So look out for that starting September 7th. And
we got to create an intro for that.
Yes, we will be, and it's going to be phenomenal. We're going to start that show the night before the first Thursday night football game. So get your picks ready. We're going to go the under, over, pick them for the week with everybody.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. And here we go. We're off and running. We got a minute and a half.
Wow.
But I want to thank you, gentlemen, once again for joining me.
Thank you.
Thank you again, Mr. Christian. Sister Christian all the time.
I knew it.
The song was just stuck in my head. You did a great job for us over at Outback. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you did a really good job, Christian.
And for everybody that even watched that night, we thank you. And as always, New Jersey, we'll see you next week live at 6 p.m. right here. Talking Baseball with Sal Angioletti. Good night and stay classy.
This is a presentation of Northeast Streaming Sports.